Kentucky just switched up their public school curriculum. Look at this. Kentucky's Republican governor on Tuesday signed a new bill into law that will allow public schools to teach the Bible as part of their social studies curriculum. The idea that we would not want this to be an option for people in school, that would be crazy, reported Republican Governor Matt Bevin claimed at the bill's signing. I don't know why every state would not embrace this, why we as a nation would not embrace this. The ACLU of Kentucky vows to monitor the situation. You could be an atheist and you would appreciate there's a lot of wisdom in the Bible, Governor Bevin suggested. Last December, Governor Bevin officially proclaimed that 2017 is the year of the Bible in Kentucky. Governor Bevin's plan to respond to a violence epidemic in Louisville's troubled West End is roaming prayer groups. Yeah, we discussed that story. The guy's solution to crime is to just have a lot of people get together and pray. I'm not kidding, that's real. We covered the story. Unbelievable. Now, let's address some of his points. He said, well, look, even if you're an atheist, you can say there's a lot of wisdom in the Bible. Sure, turn the other cheek. You know, there's other parts in there that are happy-go-lucky parts. The parts you ignore, by the way. Those are the parts that you don't believe in and don't abide by. But there's also a lot of crazy shit. There's genocide, there's slavery, there's rape. That he would not acknowledge. Well, he was, the Lord works in mysterious ways or something, so it's okay. And look at how, like, what's amazing to me is how culturally brainwashed he is. Because he's having a very hard time being objective about this and putting himself outside of his Kentucky situation and circumstance and how it was when he grew up. Because, again, listen to the phrasing here. The idea that we would not want this to be an option for people in school, that would be crazy. Why is that crazy? To not teach the Bible in social studies class. Why is that crazy? Why is it crazy to not teach religion in social studies class? Because in his mind he thinks, what do you mean? This is the key to everything. This is what you follow. And this is good. The Bible's good. Okay, big guy, but you do know we're a secular nation, right? We're a secular nation. First Amendment of the Constitution. Well then, by your own logic, if you're going to teach the Bible in social studies class, now you open the door and you got to teach the Quran in social studies class. Would not teaching the Quran be, quote, crazy, Governor Bevin? No, on that front you go, no, of course we're not going to teach the Quran. What? No, oh, absolutely not. What are you talking about? Well, you just opened the door to teaching religious material in social studies class. And even if they do the dodge, the classic dodge, well, we're just teaching it as a historical... Well, first of all, you can't do that because that's so far back and the records are contradictory in terms of other documents at the time that that stuff isn't true. A lot of it is myths in the book, so you shouldn't be teaching that as a historical truism because it's not. But if you open the door to, well, we're just teaching it as a historical thing, well, then you have to allow for the Quran too. And you have to allow for the Book of Mormon, and you have to allow for the Bhagavad Gita, and you're not going to do that. So he's brainwashed by his own culture and his own situation and his own circumstance. And he can't see outside of it. So he thinks like, well, duh, we should teach the Bible like it's fact in a social studies class. And you're crazy if you don't want to do this. No, you're crazy. Because it's a holy book. It is a book of myths. You know, it's not factual what's in there. It's like teaching Mother Goose. You're worshiping Jigglypuff in space, and now you're trying to impose that on public school students in social studies class. Hell no. I hope there's a lawsuit over this, and I hope the people on the side of secularism win, because we're supposed to have a separation of church and state, and this is clearly putting them together.